Second intermission. Wow, the Leafs are killing him. Oh, I know. He's even got a sham. Dude, you never say that word when it's happening. Dude, come on. Even I know that. Boom. You ready? Ding, ding. Big news. What? Whoosh. Seriously? No pigs yet. What? What was he doing? Wow. Bring him on. Beautiful. Leafs win 5-2 against the Atlanta Thrashers, and they recover from the Boston debacle, but I have a problem with the 2 part of the 5-2 score. Now, there are several reasons Toskala had the shutout bid broken. For example, on the second goal, Caberlet wasn't on his man. But during the second intermission of the broadcast, Bill Waters, Sportsnet AM 640, said the forbidden word right before the commercial, like he couldn't have waited 5 seconds. No, and Toskala's going for a shutout. And Leafs Nation lets off a collective faith plum. And then Atlanta scores a pair in the third. And I don't consider myself superstitious, but really? But let's focus on the positives. The Leafs get off to a 5-0 lead. If you want to recover from a 7-2 loss, that's the way to do it. And I think a lot of people are talking about the Leafs offense today. Alexei Ponikarovsky was named first star of the game. 2 goals, 1 assist for 3 points and a +2. Yeah, I think so. But to me, despite the 2 late goals, I don't care what you think, Vesa Toskala was the first star of that game, hands down. Toskala made huge save after huge save. One of them was on Evander Kane. There was at least one in every period. And they were all at points in the game where Atlanta was either tied or really close. And when you talk about timely saves to help your team, that game was a perfect example of it. Toskala looked great. And despite the tripping penalty he took, Matt Stajan had a solid game too. A goal and an assist for 2 points, a +2, and a few key defensive zone plays. And it should be mentioned that though no Leaf finished with a minus rating, only one finished with a +3, and it was Ian White. How does he keep doing that? The 5-2 win was just what the doctor ordered after getting their butts kicked 7-2 by the Bruins, and it happened with a couple familiar faces in town. The good old pairing of Antrobina, also known as Nick Antropov, and Pavel Kabina. Atlanta fans, you jealous? And people have been talking about the kind of seasons they're having, and the Leafs shouldn't have let them go. Do you guys know how much they're making? That's why they're not here anymore. And whether Leafs management was right or wrong, let me know what you guys think. Question of the game, should Nick Antropov and Pavel Kabina still be Toronto Maple Leafs? With a salary cap hit of about $9 million, but a combined +24 and 36 points. And also let me know who should have been first star of that game. Ponikarovsky, Stajan, Vesa Toskala, maybe someone else. And in Atlanta's defense, despite the 5-2 score, Andrei Pavelec was awesome. Because let's face it, the Leafs did well offensively, but Atlanta didn't put much of a defensive fight up. And Pavelec absolutely stymied the Leafs throughout the first. And one last thing about this game, Luke Schenn. Now he only played about 12.5 minutes, but he showed some real toughness by just clobbering Colby Armstrong. So let me know what you guys have thought about Luke Schenn lately, because although his ice time has been reduced, the quality of his play has increased. And his ice time may concern you looking at how much he played last year, but at the same time, it was unusual for an 18, 19-year-old defenseman to play like 20 minutes a night. But Schenn played well, Hagman and Meyers out there blocking shots, the Leafs were scoring, the Leafs were making defensive plays, and they got some really good play out of Vesa Toskala, and all of that makes for a 5-2 win. And 6-2-2 in their last 10, I know, when did that happen? And we could not end this video without Mr. Block Aside. In the Devils shutout last night, Martin Brodeur registered his 103rd career shutout, tying the Titanic of shutout records. No one ever thought it would sink with Terry Sawchuk. So Canadians, let me ask you a question. Should MB103 be Canada's starting goaltender at the Olympics? Give me a yay, nay, or a may be. Add me on LeafSpace, Facebook, and Twitter. I look forward to your responses. Peace, guys.